Hello everybody, my name is Katie and welcome back to The Sims 4. In today's video, as I'm sure you've already gotten from the title, I am building an arched cabin tiny home. This style of tiny home is actually one that I really like and would actually love to live in one day, and so that's why I decided to build it. I built this so that my sim self would have a new house to live in. You can see here in the beginning of the video that I'm working on getting the outside to look correct. I actually work on the roof of this several times throughout the video, just because with the limitations, I can't make it look exact, but I think I got it as close as I could. You'll see once I finally figure it all out that the roof does look a little bit weird if you look up close, but I think it looks close enough, and I actually really like the way it turns out. And so after I finish, messing with the roof, I finally figured it out. But you see, here I am, still going back and forth, which pieces go the best with each other. I decided to make it, it's like I don't know if it's like dark brown or black. I kind of was going through colors. But most ones that I've seen, I kind of built this one off of a certain style. There's lots of different styles that you can make, but I've seen a lot of them have like a metal roof kind of in this shape, and then wood, and then like a bunch of glass windows in the front. This style that I decided to build is actually one that's like a tall version, which means it has a loft as well, which is one that I really like because that way it would give me like an extra spot for like some sort of like a makeshift bedroom if I had guests over or something like that. I ended up putting like a bed and a computer and I think a keyboard in it in this build here, but obviously in real life, like, who knows what I would have in there. I might have those same items, you never know. But here I moved in, so I was trying to make the loft there. I get back to the loft eventually. Okay, and actually you might be like, why don't you just use a ladder instead of these stairs here? Because I'm kind of trying to figure out if I want to make the stairs like a certain way. I ended up just keeping them normal. But the reason I did not use a ladder is because I was kind of building this one off of like a floor plan from a real one that I had seen. And in most of these arched cabins that I've seen, they actually have staircases in them that go to the loft rather than a ladder. And I kind of like the idea of that because it's not always realistic to like want to have a ladder in your house, And so I feel like stairs were better anyway. And so I do eventually get them the way I want to. I'm kind of messing around with it up here. I end up putting them on the left side. I think that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, you can see I have to fix this though so I can put the stairs in. And then that way they go up the left side. You'll see on the bottom floor there's a gap there. I actually put in like a wall and kind of just like wall that area off. And then open that part to the floor below. And here I'm going to put the bathroom and the bedroom back there. You might see that the bathroom's actually not very big, but I mean, it is a tiny house, and so you wouldn't have like a super big bathroom. I love that floor from Eco Lifestyle, the like hexagonal one, but it definitely didn't fit well in this house, and so I just went with like the simple base game. And that's like the bedroom area. You can see here I'm making the walls a blue color because that's the color of my walls in real life right now, and I love that. And then this like white like brick looking tile I put in the bathroom and the kitchen, and then just made the rest of the walls white. And work on the kitchen now. I put in that fridge and stove. That fridge I've been using a lot recently because it's the one in the game that fits underneath the upper head cabinets without having to use like move objects to move them around. See how they fit above it. The other fridges they just clip into, and I left it as I left the bottom cabinets black and the upper head cabinets white. I really like the contrast of those. Oh yeah, so I went back outside for a second there, I think, but put in a range hood, little smoke alarm. Now I'm moving on. Oh, sorry, the trash can. And I think I move on to the living room. Put in the tiny living TV, and then I get a sofa and a love seat in like a dark gray color. Kind of move those over a little bit. I actually love this blue rug here. Like, I want that rug in real life. I would actually love the way this is set up. You'll notice in this house there's a lot of like black, white, and blue. That's my favorite color scheme. That's the color scheme in my bedroom in real life currently. And so obviously building a house for myself in The Sims, that's the color scheme I'd go with. Oh, that lamp. I don't know if y'all caught. I actually sized that lamp down so that it would fit there, and I actually like the way it looks. Oh, and then I realized that in real life I have a cat, Belvedere, who would live with me. And I also want to have another cat, Cheeto. And so you see I got 2 food bowls there, a blue one and a yellow one. And then I put a litter box in the bathroom and then the cat tree in the living room next to the TV, and just shifted the TV over a little bit. Oh, and in this corner here, I noticed that where I put the wall next to the stairs, it actually like cut into the window. And I didn't want to leave that, so I just moved it back and put a washer and dryer there. And here, most people would probably agree that this table is kind of big for a tiny home like this. But in real life, I would probably have a table of that size, and that way I could have lots of people over. And so I decided to put that big of a table in. The bathroom, I know the floor tiles don't match the wall, but like I don't really care, you know. And I put a bed in. If you've watched my video from building my real house in The Sims, it's the same bed and stuff. But I mean, that's kind of realistic because you just move your furniture to the next house. And so that's what I did. Using the tiny living stuff. I love using the tiny living stuff. It's actually very helpful. This painting I actually moved beside the bed in a moment, but right now it's above the bed. In the bathroom, you'll notice if I ever get there, you'll notice that there's not a bathtub, only this shower. And in most tiny homes, they don't have bathtubs just because there's not a lot of space. And I typically only take showers, and so I just put a shower in for myself. Obviously, if like you wanted to download this, then you could just get rid of the litter box and put a shower tub combo in or something. Oh, and then I put a little hamper there because we have a washer and dryer, so I'd have a hamper to put clothes in. Oh, and then I needed a little light to go over the dining table, and I put some little paintings on the wall behind it. And then we move upstairs to the loft, and then this is when I realized that there wasn't like a ceiling above the like bedroom and bathroom, and I was like, I really wouldn't want to be like in real life have someone just like watching me from the loft above. And so I closed off, and actually like I actually like the size of the loft that way. And like if you downloaded this and wanted to expand it, then you could just like knock down that wall that I built. But for real life purposes, I wanted to keep the loft tiny because that's how it is in the floor plan that I was following. And so up here in the loft, I just put this little desk from Tiny Living, and I put a laptop on it second, and I put a little bed for like, you know, if I had a guest over or something, and then a little keyboard, and then I put down with the Tiny Living rug. Well, once I find it. There we go, the Tiny Living rug. And then I think I put like a Sims art piece on the wall. I actually love that guitar piece, but I feel like it didn't fit, so I put the little plumb up on the wall because, you know, I love The Sims. And this is where I do the outside, and I think that's pretty much the house. You'll notice, I don't know if I've already done it, but I actually tried to put a window in the back to match these windows in the front, but I didn't like the way it looked. So I decided to leave the back without windows. But I think now we are on to the screenshots here. And so this is the outside of the house, and then we're going to go in through each room, starting the living room. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching. Hasta luego.